I think we're on day 6. My sister-in-law just brought it up from the barn, and now she's backing it up here in the driveway, and we are going to take the plastic off. They had to put it down there this morning after painting the second coat because it started to rain. Just a little light drizzle, but we wanted it protected. So this is going to be the unveiling. Okay, everybody, the plastic is off. This is the reveal. We still have to buff and wax the top part. And we just set the propane and battery on there to check the tongue weight, which right now currently is just under 200 pounds. There is the holder for the propane, and I did buy a big plastic cover today that will cover both sides. So as you saw in the other video, I talked about putting a bucket in there instead of the second tank. So I now have a cover for that. It's hard plastic and it's white. And here is this side. I'm really super happy with it. It looks great. So we need to put the door back on before we wash the top, of course. But we just got done taking the plastic off, so this is it. And it looks good. We have to put the furnace door back on. That was painted the aqua color. So there it is. Still on day 6. And the old jack off. Getting ready to put the electric jack on.
We can put new ones on.
Yep, put new ones on.
This video is for all the short people that have a Scamp with a bathroom. Now, you know, that's the holding tank. It sits up really high, and then it's hard for us to get up on the toilet. Now, I measured, the toilet seat is actually 27 inches from the floor of the shower. So this is my solution. My mom is almost 92, and she has one of these. And I borrowed it to check it out, and it worked, so I bought my own. I will put a link for the Amazon purchase in the description box. But what this does is gives you a handle for leverage to climb in to get up on the toilet. Now, it's still a little high. It is just about level with this part you have to step over. It's still a little high, but then you have this handle to hold on to. Now, at first, I had just put one of these grab bars in, a suction grab bar, but I had to pull on it so much that I was afraid, you know, I would damage the wall. So this way, I put my left hand on that when I'm getting off the toilet, put my left hand on that, and my right hand on this to steady me. But most of my weight is going on that. And then I can step down. My biggest concern was in the middle of the night when, you know, you're half awake and you kind of walk like a drunk guy or girl. And I was afraid I would fall. So having that handle is a huge help. It is adjustable. So if you need it higher, you can do that. And again, like I said, okay, it's the end of day 6. So as I showed you, the bottom is all painted. So tonight what we did is my brother and sister-in-law got this electric jack on here for me. And it even has a light here for when you're hooking up at night. And then here you just push the button. And here is for emergency. If your battery's dead, you can put a hand jack in there or a hand crank. It came with it. And then here, as I talked about in one of my other videos that I was going to do this, and put a bucket inside on one side for storage. Now, I'll show you inside this. It just has these little latches here. And then inside, I have one propane tank. And there's my Home Depot bucket. So I can put my wheel chocks in there. I can put my sewer hose in there. Anything else I need to do. Of course, it's open at the bottom. Well, that part's open. This part... yeah, it is open down there. So I can only put things in the bucket, but that is fine. That's more than I had before. because before I had nothing. So then the battery is back there.
I'm doing a video of you working. Yep, buffing it out. She's only got the whole camper left to go. I'm sitting in the chair and watching. Enjoy.
It's time for the awning rail. Now the awning will not get finished until I get home. But we at least can get the rail up. Alright, don't pay attention to the sink because this is in a basement and it's a work sink. But I wanted to show you, I took the filter out of the air conditioner and started scrubbing it, and look at all that's just dust. It looks kind of like bugs, but it's dust all balled up after I wiped it with a rag. So that's a simple thing that you can do to clean your filter in the air conditioner. And especially want it to clean mine because of the mothball smell. So we're still trying to get rid of that. Putting
I
some
figure it's good for
sealant,
UV and all that.
putting some sealant in the holes so that we don't get leaks. Now he's putting the rivets in. And that's what will hold the kidder rail.
So it's done.
All right.
You can put stuff in it.
Okay, so here's the setup that we did. My brother did. And so you got your one propane tank and then the 5-gallon bucket. Home Depot, he did change this. He cut some off over here. He made a notch just that would fit the bucket. He put a piece of wood under the bucket and then screwed that into the piece of wood. And then the propane tank cover will go over this. So this is your storage solution. My storage solution. Okay, it is day 6, the end, and the camper is finished for now. There are some things I will do when I get home. But for now, this is it, and I head out in the morning. So I'm going to try to remember to show you everything that was done. An electric jack was put on. We did this propane tank cover, and inside is a 5-gallon bucket from Home Depot and a full propane tank. I can reach in, I can get stuff, I can put my wheel chocks in there, and then these things just come up, and I will post a link for this. It is a very tight fit. It fits right against the jack and right against the battery. So those are things to keep in mind. We replaced, and when I say we, most of this was my brother, my sister-in-law, and I helped put a new gas line on there because the other one would have been in the way, and we needed it to be over into the center, and it was going right here, and it wasn't long enough to move it. So of course everything's painted. We still have a little shadow of the Scamp word there, so I'm going to get some decals. When I get home, I will cover all around this and spray paint these so that they look fresher and newer. Same thing here. I will cover all this, and it might be a couple weeks. I want to make sure paint gets all done. And I will spray paint these white. So that is that part of it. He put a ball on the tongue. He welded that ball on there for my sway bar. Let me see what else as I walk around. This is another thing that I will be hitting up with some paint later on, and the one on the door. We still also have a line here. I don't know if you can see it. That's from the stripe. I will put some decals on there. I'm going to try to cut some flowers or something. That light will also get painted. The kidder rail was just put on for the awning. Back here, he installed these jacks, which are so much better than the ones that were on it. I will also post a link for those. And you can use your cordless drill right here on the side with a socket and put them up and down. He did fabricate this piece of metal right here to attach the jacks to. The spare tire is on hold to let the paint cure. That will be put on later on. Not this trip.
License plate.
Oh, license plate. So they come with this piece here with plastic tabs hanging down, and they break off. Mine were broken. Lots of people's have broken. So I bought a metal one, and he bent it so that it would fit on there and bolted that in. So that's not coming off. The receptacle here was the kind that you had to push the cord into the hole, and now it is a detachable cord, so I don't have to mess with that anymore, and no mice can get in there or bugs. Let me go around. I think it seems like there was more, but I think that's it. Today we buffed and waxed the camper. Can you think of anything else, Carl? Buffed and waxed. There is some scratches up there that we can't get out. It must have been a branch rubbing on it somewhere.
You gotta grease the bearings.
And he's going to grease the bearings for me. Good brother. So that is it. The paint prep took a long time. So I'll do one more shot here. And now I'm going to take you inside. Now, the inside was done before I got here. There is stuff in the sink for travel. And I'll show you inside. So all of the cabinet doors were like this. And I painted them, which I'm going to paint this too. Just haven't got there yet. And I'm going to switch over to wide angle so you can see better. Okay, so now we're on wide angle. So it does have a screen door. And this is a 2015. And well, there's some things laying around. So under here is the stove. This piece does not move when I'm traveling. And I drove here, hit lots of potholes and things, and it did not move. If you watched my other videos when I first got the camper, it has a heavy odor of mothballs. So I said it before, I'll say it again. Never put mothballs in your camper. These are activated charcoal bags right here. And I have them all over the camper, hoping that they all help. It's a lot better than it was, but it's still, you can still smell it. So I've cut the bed back to 28 inches so that I would have a little place to sit here, and I can put a folding table there. I can also sit on the bed because when I'm only 5'2", and when the bed came all the way out, I couldn't even sit on the side of the bed to like put my socks on. So this works better for me. But he did cut me a board. It's like 5.5 inches that I can sit on here. And then I have a piece of foam. So at night I can put that there, and it extends it out 5.5 to 6 inches. It's not all neat in here. I thought it was. But I've messed up a little bit. But anyway, you get the gist of what it looks like inside. So I did paint all the cabinet doors. And these curtains came from my Cadet. And they were also used the same fabric in 2 other campers. So this is the 4th one I've used it in. And then over here is the bathroom. And again, it's just ready for travel. So I did want to show you, I don't know if I put it in the other video, but this is a step because the toilet seat is 27 inches from the floor of the shower. And that just helps me to get up in there without feeling like I'm going to fall. This is from Dollar Tree, and it just fits down in there between the fiberglass and the wall covering. And I have a shower curtain there. So that's it. I do have air conditioning. And everything is good now. So we'll see you down the road. Bye. Thanks for watching. Give me a comment. Tell me what you like. Bye.